Hello students. Okay, I was going to make this originally part of the previous video, but I think it was getting a bit long. My preference is to have shorter videos rather than longer videos. Oh, so just a quick reminder before we start on these questions. I'll go back to my writing tool again. The equation of a linear function has that form. So y and x, or x and y, are the coordinates of points on the line. So for example, for this point, x is 0, y is 5. For this point, x is 6, y is 0. M is the gradient of the line, so how steep it is, and C is where it crosses the y-axis. So what we need to do is use these coordinates to find the gradient. And I'll use the formula. I could have used possibly rise over run, but I'll use the formula. I've got the y-intercept, and then I should be able to write the equation fairly easily. So let's go ahead and start by writing the equation of, the formula for the gradient. y2 take y1 over x2 take x1. Now we got to decide which point we're going to call point 1 and point 2. Doesn't really matter in this case. So I might call that one point 1. So again, I'm going to write underneath it x1, y1 for the underneath the values. And here I'm going to write x2, y2. So let's go ahead and substitute. y2 subtract y1 is 0 take 5. x2 take x1 is 6 take 0. And I might just have to scroll down a bit, give myself a bit more space. Okay, that should work fine. And 0 take 5 is negative 5. 6 take 0 is 6. And we've worked out that the gradient is negative 5 on 6. Now we know what the y-intercept is because it's where it crosses the y-axis. So there's the coordinates. And therefore we know the equation y equals the gradient negative 5, 6 times x plus the y-intercept, so plus 5. And there's the equation of that line. Okay, why don't you stop the video and see if you can find the equation of the line that passes through the points 0, negative 4, and 6, 2. Okay, welcome back, students. Well, we're going to, again, do it exactly the same way. So just a bit of practice at something that you watched me do. So hopefully you had a go yourself. You learn mathematics by doing mathematics, not by watching somebody do mathematics. Okay, we need to choose which is point 1, which is point 2. If we want to avoid negative numbers, point 2 should have the larger coordinates. So that one's going to be x2, y2. And that one's going to be x1, y1. Now we substitute. y2 take y1 is 2 subtract negative 4. x2 take x1 is 6 subtract 0. 4 subtract negative 2 is just 4 plus 2, which is 6. 6 minus 0 is 6. And therefore the gradient m is 6 over 6, which is 1. So we can now go ahead and write the equation of the line. Y equals gradient times x, so 1x, or just x. I could write the 1, but usually we don't. And plus the y-intercept, so plus negative 4. And of course, if you prefer, and what you probably find in the back of a textbook is y equals x subtract 4. So there's an example of how, if you're given 2 points and one of them is the y-intercept, that shows you how you can get the equation from those 2 points.